I thought it was a really good lacrosse game on both sides. Both teams battled the whole time. Kind of epitomized our season in a lot of different ways. I think we just were a little bit off. We just seemed like we had opportunities to score goals, to get a lead, and to push forward in the game. We just couldn't get the ball in, or I felt like we were a little bit of a step slow defensively early in the game. I thought then we picked up some, but then Notre Dame also played very well. I felt like, because I've had reason to think about this a little bit, that it's in some ways I felt like I just didn't have what I needed to give to this team just to get us over the hump throughout the year. But it was never for a lack of effort on these guys' parts. I just told the kids in the locker room, this is one of the finest groups of young men I've ever been around, that I've ever been associated with. I've been doing this a long time. And the play on the field didn't go quite the way we hoped this year, but it never was for a lack of effort or anything that they were doing, on or off the field, in and out of the locker room, in and around the practice and stuff. These guys took care of business. They took care of each other in every way, and we just, like I say, it's sort of inexplicable in some ways. We just never could quite get the playing piece of it just the way we wanted it. And I think that falls on my shoulders above all else. So, but I'm really proud of these guys, and couldn't have asked for much more. Again, credit to Notre Dame for a good win and moving on.
This game was about momentum, and it really was hard to get good shots on cage. It seemed like it took multiple spins just to get one good shot. And that's where I felt like when we moved the ball well and we spun it, and then had those good opportunities, that's where I felt this goalie, got the better of us a little bit. And I think that was one piece of the difference right there in this game.
I think we got everyone's best shot throughout the year, but at this point, you're going to get everyone's best shot, and we certainly got Notre Dame's, but like I said, we were just off a little bit. But it is very hard. It truly is hard to get even just back here to get to the quarterfinals, and it's credit Notre Dame. They're a great team, and we just didn't have enough in the tank today. It's been a great run. I don't think I could have picked a better spot or picked a better school or had a greater group of guys and coaches. I wouldn't have changed one thing about my career here. It's just it was the best.
I've tried not to think too long and hard about whether or not he's the best lacrosse player I've ever been around, but he might be. He's probably the smartest and the best skilled lacrosse player I've ever been around. Certainly a kid who breaks the all-time scoring record at a place like Virginia, which has had so many great players over the years, speaks to his ability, and maybe I'm just being a little bit just biting my tongue just a little bit here, but I keep saying if what you wanted to say about him was that he was a great lacrosse player, maybe the best attackman that's ever played at Virginia, one of the best players, that really only begins to tell the story of who that kid is. He's just a wonderful young man, and it's been a joy for me to get to know him, to have him be part of the program, to be part of his life. This is why you do what you do, as long as I've been doing it, because we have a chance to run into kids like Steele. And when you combine the influence that he has on his teammates and on me and my family with his ability and his his modesty and who he is, he's a really, really special kid, and we're going to miss him a great deal. I think we got some good young players in the program. We have a way of kind of bouncing back from seasons. Season that you might feel like is a little bit of a disappointment. We have a way of bouncing back and getting right back on the horse, and I'm confident that we'll do that. I think we've got a lot of good young players in the program, guys that I think will grow up with us. The Rob Emerys and Mark Cochradens and Matt Whites and Owen Van Arsdales and Carl Walrath, and a bunch of names of a bunch of kids that I think will really emerge next year. And you don't graduate Steele Stanwick and Chris Bocklet and Matt Lovejoy and these guys without feeling the effect of it. Certainly. But I think we'll get back to work quickly, and hopefully we'll have another crack at this next year.